happy, very excited. We've been working on this for the last how many months, and finally we have the Real Estate Buzz on Kababayan, LA.
This Real Estate Buzz segment is brought to you by McLeod & Associates, a full-service real estate and mortgage firm. It's not about the number of homes we sell, but the difference we make in people's lives.
Kababayan Pride, very pretty, very accomplished. She was once in the list, among the list of 30 under 30 for Realtor Magazine. Mia McLeod, hello and welcome to Kababayan, LA.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
I'm happy that you finally decided to collaborate with us.
Me too.
This segment will bring you guys the news about real estate. And Mia, you know, with real estate, it's up and down. Nobody can predict. How's the market right now?
You know what? It's actually gotten a whole lot better. You know, 2012 was really a stellar year. We saw an increase in buyer confidence. We saw an increase in home sales. And in some areas, we even saw an uptick in values. So 2012 was truly amazing. And 2013, we're off to a great start. We're ending on a high note here in January. We see a lot of buyers consulting with us to want to get into the market. We see a lot of sellers calling, wanting to know what the value is of their home, considering maybe listing it for sale. So we're ending on a high note.
Yes, congratulations. And I know that your team is doing so well. And that is because you give good advice to your clients as well. So giving advice to our viewers right now, for someone interested in buying a home, what would be the first step?
The very first step is truly to get pre-approved. You definitely don't want to go out into the open market blind, not knowing how much of a home you can afford, what your mortgage payment looks like, you know, what kind of loan programs are available to you, what the current interest rates are. So you want to make sure all of that fits into your budget.
Go ahead.
Not only that, but in a very competitive market like today, where inventory is extremely tight, you want to make sure you have all the resources available to you. So let's say you find a property that you like out there, but you don't have the pre-approval. The likelihood of a seller entertaining your offer is very slim, especially if you're dealing with a property that has 10 offers, some cash investors, some other, you know, clients with bigger down payments, and you don't even have that pre-approval, so it will put you at a disadvantage.
I hear that a lot, pre-approval, but I also hear pre-qual. What is a pre-qual?
You know what, that's really a good question because there's a big misconception and I think a lot of people get it confused. A pre-approval is truly a comprehensive assessment of how much these lenders are willing to loan you, how much you can truly get approved for a home mortgage.
And this is based on income, on debt ratio?
Yes, debt to income ratios. But for a pre-approval, you definitely have to, you know, submit your W-2s, your tax returns, your pay stub, and a true assessment of your credit report. A pre-qual is more like a snapshot. Sometimes you don't even need to submit financial documentation to get that.
Okay, but what you don't need that. What you need is a pre-approval.
Yeah, and at our office, we definitely don't start the touring process until our clients are pre-approved.
Do you need to pay? Is there a charge to get a pre-approval?
No, the actual process is free. However, you know, because you have to run your credit, there is a charge for the credit report, and it is minimal, about $15, but the process itself is free at our office.
And how long is it good for? How long does it take to get a pre-approval? How many days, weeks? And how long is it good for?
Okay, well, the actual process at our office to underwrite a file takes 3 to 5 business days, as long as we have a complete file with all the documentation. So we need, you know, last 2 years W-2s and last 2 years tax returns and things like that. But if the file's complete, 3 to 5 business days. The pre-approval itself, you know, varies as far as when it expires. So anywhere from 30 days to 90 days. And the only reason why they truly put, or these lenders put a expiration on there is because, let's say within those 30 days you took out a new auto loan, or maybe you've got an increase in income or a decrease. So those things can significantly affect your original pre-approval.
And
so
I guess they also just want serious buyers to get pre-approval, right? Because you don't get pre-approval every day.
Yeah, no, definitely. And, you know, it's a good sign to show a seller when you're out in the market, again, in a competitive market, that you've done your homework and you took the time to consult with a loan officer and you know, submit all your paperwork, and now you have this official document to show them that you're ready.
Okay, so you're pre-approved. Now let's talk about the loans. You're talking to a loan officer, and I know that there's a lot of loan programs out there.
Yeah.
Can you take us through the more popular ones, and what would you suggest, or is it a case-by-case basis for everyone? everyone?
Definitely case by case, but we're seeing more popular programs for first-time home buyers, for instance, is the FHA program. And that's not only just for first-time home buyers. Actually, it could be for a move-up buyer, just as long as that family or that borrower is going to be intending to purchase that for their primary residence. But we're noticing that a lot with first-time home buyers, especially because it only requires a 3.5% down payment, and that does not have to come from the buyer's own funds. It can come from other sources like an employer, a nonprofit organization, family or relatives. It does not have to come from the buyer's own pocket. And, you know, we had one example where a young niece, 21 years old, had 4 uncles contribute to the down payment.
Oh, wow.
Which is really nice.
And you mentioned that this is not just for first-time home buyers.
Yes.
If you already have a property, you can still
get an FHA loan.
For a second property?
For a second property, as long as you're intending to use it as your primary residence.
Wonderful.
So, for instance, if you bought a condo, maybe when you were 21 and now you're starting a family and maybe you're 27 now or something, you're going to buy a house, you can apply for an FHA loan. Wonderful. And not only that, but some of the other perks of FHA is the interest rates are slightly lower than conventional loans. And, you know, the FICO score requirement's not as strict. So if you have a 640 FICO score, you can get it, or you can even go as low as a 620 case-to-case basis.
Wonderful. You know what? I already learned so much, and this is just the first segment.
Yeah.
This segment is going to be a regular on Kababayan LA every other Wednesday, but for now, I'm sure you may have questions. That's the number to call on the screen if you want to get an appointment with them, consult with them if you have any other questions. Thank you so much for now, Mia.
Thank you.
More power to you.
Thank you.
And I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yes.
Yes, entertainment news when we return. Don't go away.